Good morning, boys and girls. It's Monday, April 27th, 2020, as we begin our new week of e-learning. I'm so excited to be back with you today. It's very early in the morning for Mrs. Burton, but so I'll try to get through this reader the best I can. I hope you all had a great week this past week. We're able to get outside and enjoy the sunshine and just be able to play and continue to keep healthy too. I want to go on with a reader, Zach and Ann, Unit 9 reader. Next week, we will do Unit 10. I was trying to debate whether I wanted to go on and stop 9 and pick up 10 next week, but there's still some things in Unit 9 that I want to cover with you. So anyway, let's continue. The title of the story is very good, Zach and Ann. It's going to take me a little while to scroll down through all this. But as you know, the table of contents tell us what? It does tell us what page number the story is located on. That is correct. And it also can tell us how many stories are in this particular reader. And it will tell you also what the last number of the page is in the book. Our last story is going to begin on page 92. So it's going to tell me, hey, it's probably going to have more than 92 pages in this reader. Well, today we're going to be reading something on page, let's see where this is, on page 42. Can someone tell me what the name of that story is? It's located on page 42. Very good. You are right. It is The Tent. Exciting times right now. How many of you have been sleeping in a tent since you've been home from school? I've seen pictures on Facebook and on Instagram of several families that have had campouts outside. We don't have a tent anymore. Our children are all grown up, but we've got a couple of castles and carnivals houses that our grandsons can get into, but they're not big enough for us anymore. So we don't go camping. So as I'm scrolling through all of this, we've had Anne's dress, and we've had the crab, and we had the pet shop, the pets. Oh my goodness. Zach getting his pet, and the ship, and the rust and the dents, and everything else that was on it. And I have to try to change this up a little bit so it doesn't take forever to get down to the bottom of the story here. Let's see. On the Mat. Oh, yes. I like that story of On the Mat. That was pretty good. All right. So the story that we're having today is called The Tent. Okay, here we go. A little bit too fast there. Once Zach's dad got the kids a tent. Zach and Ann set up the tent. Then the kids sang a song. Now you've got to listen to Mrs. Burton sing, and you know I don't sing very well, but I'll give it my best shot today. This big tent, it is the best, is the best, is the best. This big tent, it is the best. Yes, it's the best. There you go. Their tent doesn't look too big. The kids had fun in the tent, but then a big wind hit the tent. Flop! The tent fell on Zach and Ann. Oh no. Then Zach felt a drip. Drip, drop, drip, drop, splish, splash, splish, splash. Zach and Ann got wet. The kids set the tent back up. Oops. Red ants got in and bit Zach. A slug got on Ann. Once the ants and the slug got in, that was it. Zach and Ann ran from the tent. Oh no, that wasn't too much fun. The wind, the rain. Ooh, look at those red ants all over Zach. And the slug that is on Ann. Wow, that is a huge slug. I've never seen one quite that big. Just a side story. One day we were on vacation down in South Carolina. My son was just a little bitty boy. He was just starting to walk. He sat down on an ant hill. Those ants crawled up his pants, his little shorts. And you've heard the phrase, ants in the pants. He literally had ants in his pants, and he was just jumping around and screaming. Unfortunately, they were the red ants. And sometimes little red ants can kind of feel like they're biting you a little bit or pinching you. So he was just jumping all around and screaming. I don't think he'll ever sit in a stack of red ants again. But I always think of him whenever I'm reading this story to the boys and girls. So you're going to have two questions. One is what hit the tent, emphasize what hit the tent, and what got in the tent. And you can look at this picture. You can absolutely tell already what got in the tent. So that's our story for today. Your schedule for this week is a little different. I like to have a little bit of variety in our schedule. I've got some activities on there. I have some reading for you to do. I have some listening for you to do. I have some music for you. And a couple of you will really appreciate the songs that I've put out there for you for the week. Your assignments, I'm going to require 2 assignments every day to be turned in to me. One is the sentences, which you've been doing a fabulous job with already. The other one is the domains. And I know several of you have completed the domains each day, and you show me the pictures like the American flag, or you've taken pictures of the log cabin. But there's still been a few of you that haven't shown me anything or have not emailed me sentences back that cover the domain. So if you would, just make sure you do the activity that I've requested at the end of each domain for each day and share it with me so I can see the pictures. That is what you get your grade on. If I don't see a picture, if I don't get an email, you don't get a grade for that assignment. So do your very best. Get them to me. I will send out a letter to your parents. They can and explain some other things with them as well. You're also going to be starting Happy Numbers this week. Instead of Moby Max, Happy Numbers is a little bit more interactive and it's more colorful and it's simple. And I've gone through it over and over and over again. It'll be a lot of fun, but I'm only going to require 10 minutes of that each day as well. So until tomorrow morning, have a great day today and stay safe, stay healthy, and get outside and get some fresh air. See you later. Bye. And I can't find my. Stop.